All right, guys, you read the title. It happened. Etsy shut me down. Let's talk about it. I don't even really know where to begin. It sucks, but it's been a few weeks now, so Etsy did shut down my account. I say probably 3 weeks ago, which I'll admit is kind of funny because my last video was, "Hey, I made a bunch of money on Etsy. Check me out," and I almost didn't even want to put that video out because I don't know, like, for one, people don't really need to know exactly what I'm making. Two, I didn't want it to seem like, "Hey, I think I'm cool. I made this much money." But I just kind of like this channel is all about letting you guys in on how to do stuff, what's happening, etc. So that's really what that was. But it's kind of funny that after that video, probably a few weeks, a month after it came out, Etsy shuts me down. So I can no longer sell on Etsy. If I make a new account, they automatically suspend it. I haven't tried, but that's what they say. I think the worst part about all of it is that I technically don't even know why it happened. So it's permanently suspended. I've confirmed that by just like the wordage on my account. One day I went in, I was shipping orders, and then I went in to buy shipping labels on Etsy, and it hadn't said it yet, but on the now in the bottom left corner underneath my account, whatever, on any page on Etsy, there's a red box that just says your account is suspended. It didn't say it yet, I guess because the page hadn't refreshed. I had been on that page for a while on my orders page. But I clicked to buy labels and a message popped up, "Hey, you can't buy labels because your account is suspended." I was like, there's no way this is happening. So I refresh, and sure enough, there we go. On the bottom left, it says it. So like I can still log in, I can still view orders, I could still ship my current orders that I already had. I just couldn't use Etsy labels, so I had to buy elsewhere my labels and ship it that way, which sucks because it's nice and easy when you can use Etsy labels and the money's just coming out of your account balance. So instead, whatever, you got to pay up front on another site, whatever. The other thing that really sucks is I had an item do really well the week prior. So literally the day before my account got shut down, I shipped out over 100 orders. It was after hours, so my account was on a reserve as well. So like this is whatever, it was maybe leading up to it. From my understanding, reserves happen a good amount, though. It's like whatever, one thing can happen. I was on a reserve because an item had been taken down for like a copyright report. So for the past little over a month before that had happened, my account was on a reserve. And then, so basically, what happens when you're on a reserve is they hold your money, or they hold 75% of your money until an order is shipped. And I do air quotes because every single time you got an order while you're on a reserve, your reserved amount went higher. So they're holding more than 75%. It was a really annoying thing. So it used to be that when I got an order, the next day that money was in my account. But then when I was on that reserve, you got an order, and then that money would not get paid out to you until you ship out that order. So you're paying for the shirt or whatever the item is up front. You have to print it, pay for the ink, you have to pay for the shipping, you have to do everything up front. So it kind of sucked. It definitely makes it a lot tougher for smaller businesses because you have to front all of that money and then afterwards you get paid. So it is what it is. I was on the reserve for a while. That was fine. It kind of made me manage my money a little bit better, so I didn't even hate it. But yeah, so anyway, I had just shipped out over 100 orders. I don't remember the exact amount. I know it was over 100. They were holding $2,500 in my account balance that was going to be paid out once those orders were shipped. Then my account gets closed before that money got paid out to me. So now at this point, and still currently 3, 4, however many weeks later it was or is, Etsy is holding that $2,500 from me. I try to get in contact with them like 6, 7, 8 times now, different support requests. I tried on Facebook. I tried through their support, like ticket system, tried everything. They won't answer me. They're just, apparently I'm cut off. So like I said, I reached out to them. I actually got to talk to somebody on Facebook. Their Facebook support was answering me. This is where the messed up part is. They were answering me every day. Well, it did take like 4 or 5 days to answer me, but then they were answering me consistently until I gave them my information. So I explained what happened. I said, hey, my account got closed. They're holding money, blah, blah, blah. I just want to talk to someone, see what's going on, figure it out. They were answering me. Then we got to the point where they're like, okay, give us your account information, your email, blah, blah, blah. I gave them all that. The lady on Facebook said, okay, I'm going to submit this to the right whatever department and they'll get back to you. And I said to her, I was like, hey, this is who I've been trying to get in touch with and they haven't been answering me. So when you submit this, they're probably just not going to answer me. Like I was hoping I could just continue talking to someone here since you guys are actually talking to me. She never answered after that. I never got an answer on the ticket after that. And I still have all those pending tickets. So their support is known for being bad, but I never really had to, like in the past, I've gotten responses about whatever dumb little stuff that I asked about. But just now it seems like I'm just totally cut off. So the other part of this is usually they would email you and your account gets closed and explain why. So you're probably thinking, you know why, like they told you, blah, blah, blah. I haven't been getting their emails since November. And what's real funny is now I am. So since November, I don't know if this is related, like if this was a plan, they're eventually cut me off next time something happened, blah, blah, blah. But starting in November, I stopped receiving emails. So I would get an email every time I got an order. I would get an email every time I got a message, things like that. They would send me an automated email just saying, hey, you got an order or a message or whatever. Or if they got in contact with you, you'd get an email about it. In November, I stopped receiving those emails. One day I just noticed like, hey, I have all these orders today. And it was fine because I would get a notification from the app, but I wouldn't get an email anymore saying that I got this order or this message or whatever. So I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I'm no longer getting emails. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, blah, blah, blah. They tried to work with me. They said everything looked good on their end. They said the emails were sending. I was never getting them. I made sure no emails were blocked. I made sure it wasn't in spam. I made sure I didn't unsubscribe, whatever it was. I checked everything. Never got those emails. They couldn't figure it out. I just left it alone. I was like, whatever, I'll just rely on the app. That's cool. So if they did send me an email explaining why, I never got it because something's messed up in the system. I wasn't getting emails. What's crazy about that is like a week and a half, 2 weeks after my account got suspended, I'm still able to get messages from customers and stuff. So I had some people messaging me about the orders they had placed. I started getting emails again that people were sending me messages. So obviously I didn't get any order emails because I can't get orders anymore. But now, right now, if you were to message me on there, like a past customer, like you can't find my account now, but a past customer, if they were to message me, I get an email that somebody messaged me. So it's like, I assumed at the time, I was like, oh, maybe like it's November, we're going into the busy season. Maybe they're overwhelmed with orders and their system is just slowed down or crashed or whatever, and I'm not getting these emails, whatever. But of course, now a couple weeks after my account gets closed, I start getting emails again. So that's super annoying. So I never got an email about why my account was closed. I don't know what happened. So, of course, I was pissed at first. My account gets closed. I'm like, damn, you guys saw the video. I made almost $70,000 on Etsy last year. That's $70,000 my revenue potentially, or it could have been more, it could have been less, whatever. I don't know what this year would have brought me. But let's just say I made the same. That's $70,000 of my revenue this year that's gone. That sucks. Like, that's a hard pill to swallow for sure. So that was rough. I was upset. Like, at least a week, I was like, man, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to replace all of that? But then I got to the point, I think I'm a pretty positive person. I don't know. I got to the point where I was just like, whatever, man. I can't change it. I can't. They're not answering me. Like, I'm not going to get help from anyone on Etsy, apparently. I can't change it. My account's gone. I can't make another account. I thought about, of course, I thought, okay, maybe I'll make one of my girlfriend's name, like, and whatever. I'll do the same thing. I'll just rebuild it up. I was like, yeah, I spent 2 years building this. That sucks. Maybe I'll just rebuild another one. I know how to do it. I can do it. But they report that income, then that income would be reported on somebody else's taxes. Like, I didn't want to deal with all that. So I guess I'm done with Etsy. Like, I got to the point where it's like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It happened. I can't change it. Apparently, I can't talk to anybody about it. It's over. Etsy's over. Done. Whatever. It is what it is. So that's where I'm at now. It's been a few weeks. I'm no longer upset about it. It happened. It's done. It's over with. I'm finished with Etsy. Cool. So let's talk about what's next. As you see, the channel name changed again. So, and it's not even because of that. It's not because of what happened. It's just because I've been thinking about it. Like, Heat Press Hustlers, cool name. I like it. It puts me in a box, though. Like, for many reasons. One is I just got an embroidery machine. Let's see if you can see back there. See past the printer? There's an embroidery machine back there. Guess what? Embroidery has nothing to do with the heat press. So, like, I want to be able to make content like that. I'm doing other stuff now, like getting into, or back into, because I used to do it, like Amazon FBA, reselling, stuff like that. So I'm expanding, and I already don't use a heat press as much. I'm still going to make content related to it, but I'm doing embroidery now. Just like whatever, this is some stuff I've been messing with. I'm still learning it. I'm not perfect at embroidery, but I want to make content around that. And the next video is probably going to be about receiving and learning the embroidery machine and all that. I've had it for like a month now, but actually more than that, probably at least 2 months. But I want to talk about that stuff. I just don't want to be boxed in. So now the channel is Jesse Beck. That's my name. I just want to. It's content about my life. Like, it's gonna be a lot about apparel decoration. Embroidery, stuff with the heat press, whatever. Eventually, probably screen printing, about my store, about everything. That's all going to be there. Really, I want to cater around what you guys want, so you can let me know what. I mean, you'll kind of dictate what the videos are about. But I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not just doing stuff with the heat press. I barely do any vinyl. I'm not doing just DTF or transfers or whatever. So I don't know. I still like the name. I still have the Facebook group, which you can join. The link in the description. That's still going to be Heat Press Hustlers. I still want to help people out using a heat press. Like, that's a great way to make money. So that's still there. I just didn't want to box myself in. So that changed again. This will hopefully be the last time. Probably be the last time. It's just going to be like a lifestyle, entrepreneur, whatever type channel. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make money. It's just going to be with a lot more than the heat press. I want to be able to help everybody. So next steps. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I'm building out a store, and I'll go through that with you guys. But I'm going to be using Shopify. I'm building out a custom apparel store, and more than likely like a brand store, or maybe multiple brand stores. I have a lot of plans. I won't indulge in all of them right now, but at least a couple stores I'm going to be building and learning Facebook ads and TikTok ads and things of that sort. So all of this stuff, I'm going to bring you guys along on the ride so you can learn at the same time, and I can help out where I can. Getting a lot more into embroidery. Still going to do DTG, DTF, all that type of stuff. So channel's not changing too much. It just won't be as much about Etsy. And I've been thinking about it. I might still make some Etsy videos because I can still log into my account and show you guys stuff, and show you how to do stuff, because I spent the last 2 years really learning Etsy and really learning how to grow an account and all that stuff. So I still think I know a lot of valuable information that I could teach you guys about Etsy. So if you want more of that, let me know. I'll still definitely help out where I can, even though, I don't know, I'm not going to say don't sell on Etsy, because it's a great platform to get started, but I am going to say do not put all your eggs in that basket, because I didn't. Like, of course, I have the store and stuff, luckily, and the store's doing well right now. I'm getting a lot more local orders, so I'm staying busy. That's great. I'm lucky for that. You definitely don't want to be just on Etsy. If this happened to someone that was only selling on Etsy and 70,000 was your full income last year, now you have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you're totally at ground zero. I felt like I was at ground zero for a bit, because that was a large portion of money that I'm gonna be not having this year. But I'm lucky enough to already have some roots elsewhere, and I can do other stuff, and I'm okay. If you were just in Etsy, that would not be the case. That would really, really suck. You'd be fully starting over. The other thing is Amazon, both Handmade, which is kind of like their equivalent to Etsy, even though it's on the normal marketplace, and Amazon FBA, just Amazon in general. I'm going to be getting into that some. I used to sell on Amazon. I used to send stuff in for FBA. I also used to white label some products, so I have a little bit of experience doing that. I'm going to do more of that. Yeah, we're just going to be diversifying. I'm going to get into Amazon Handmade. I don't want to put all my stuff there, though. That's why I'm making my own Shopify stores and whatnot, so I can collect my own customer data and grow my own brands and not be giving all of this to a marketplace. Like, I made Etsy a ton of money last year. Obviously, it's nothing to what they're making, but I gave a lot to them, and it was quickly shown that they don't give a shit about me. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to just show other options. Like, there's other stuff out there. You don't have to rely. Etsy's great because I can put an item out and maybe get a ton of sales on it if it's a popular trend right now, but I want to show that that's possible, that you can have much more control doing it elsewhere with your own site where people don't control you. Yeah, it's just there's other options out there, so I'm gonna dive into them myself so that I can show you guys a bunch of other things that you can do besides relying on these marketplaces, because they don't care about you. And I've just very quickly learned that. And I knew that. I've heard about their terrible customer service, but I never experienced it. And once you experience it, you realize how much it sucks. So now, guess what? I'm on a mission to show you other options. So let's do it. That's what it's going to be. Channel's Jesse Beck now. Thank you guys for sticking around. For any new subscribers, I appreciate you guys. If you want to see any of the content that I just talked about, please subscribe. I'm going to be trying to put out a lot more. I have a lot more free time right now because, like I said, I still have all my local orders, but I used to have to work on Etsy orders every single day. So now I have a lot more time to do stuff like this, make content, grow this channel, grow the brands. So that's what we're going to dive into. So this week I'm starting to work on those Shopify sites. So I'm going to bring you guys along with that, like I said. And then we'll have some embroidery content. We'll just go from there. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what else I do. We'll see where this brings me. I'm going to try to put a lot of effort this year into content. So hopefully we can grow this thing. And hopefully you guys will follow along. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked the video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the ride as I bring you along. Let's get to it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Peace.